Hello, friends. Here's a question for you. Do you believe in the power of confession? Yes, the power of confession, where you make statements about yourself or about things that you want. Maybe this is new to you. Well, let me explain to you how this works. And I do have a testimony for you that it does work. It was in July, I think it was July the 19th or 29th, that I put out a video called, What Are You Expecting? What are you expecting? And in that video, I talked about how what we expect, we attract. And so that it's very wise for us to expect positive things and to, want positive things, because if you think otherwise, negative things, you're going to attract them. And sometimes people think, well, I never get a break, nothing good happens to me. And so that's like a vicious cycle. It continues and continues. But what we should do is train ourselves to think positive thoughts, like good things happen to me. I'm in the right place at the right time. God has something great in store for me. Those are confessions. And so in this particular message of what are you expecting, I talked about one of my favorite songs by Priscilla Hilliard, where she sings, I'm expecting great things. And she talks about, God, in my life, you do great things. And so that is so inspirational to me and motivating that my meditation was designed around that. And so one of my viewers let me know that he had viewed the video and that he had made those confessions with me, because in the video, I had everybody to say, I'm expecting great things. And I had them say it 2 or 3 times. I'm expecting great things. And so he took that to heart and he said it, and it got into his heart, and something miraculous happened to him. What happened was that he was working in a job that really didn't pay him what he needed, to have a good life. And he had been in sales, but sales had slowed up. So he had taken this job, even though it paid fairly low, because he really, needed a job. And so he did the job. He was grateful for the job and did it to the best of his ability, but still thinking, I'm expecting great things. And then one day, the general manager and some of the other higher-ups called him into the office, and they told him how they had been observing him, the quality of his work, and how impressed they were with him, the way that he approached this low-paying job. And they wanted him to serve as a manager at the managerial level. And it was a promotion that paid him about 3 times as much as what he was already making. And so he let me know that the confessions, I'm expecting great things, had worked in his life. Isn't that encouraging? Isn't that motivating? So you may ask, well, how can I use this power of confession? Well, I'm glad you asked. There are like 4 simple steps that will help guide you. And the first one is speak what God says about yourself. Say good things about yourself. Go to the Bible and find some of those scriptures where he tells you you're the beloved, and that he has made you for a success, and that you will have all kinds of wonderful benefits. Find those scriptures and speak what God has said. And 2, meditate on it. And that means say it often. Read those confessions often, daily, throughout the day, and in the evening. Meditate on it often, because then that takes you to step 3, which is plant it in your heart. Plant it in your heart. And so when you do that, then step 4, act on it. And I don't know if it was your confession is financial. And if it's financial, then just do the best you can with your money. Manage it well. Try to save what you can. If it's health-wise, eat the best diet that you can. Get some exercise. Take a walk, even if it's only 5 minutes a day. But do something. Act on it so that you can do your part for the confessions. And lastly, there's a scripture that says, it's Proverbs 18:20, and it says, from the fruit of the lips, From the fruit of the lips, if a man, his stomach is satisfied. So he is satisfied by the produce of his lips. And then 21 says, death and life are in the power of the tongue. So, whether words are good or bad, they will produce results. And certainly we want to produce good results. So I'm Dr. Delores Johnson Price. I'm author of Victory in Everyday Life, 365 Daily Meditations. And I wrote this book because I had developed a lot of experience and I wanted to share that. I've had ups and downs, and I always find my way through the words of God. And so I wanted to encourage people, and that's why I wrote the book. The book may be purchased at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or any book-selling venue. I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. And lastly, let nothing or no one keep you from having victory in your everyday life. Be blessed. Bye-bye.